response from Kenyans. Kenyans have been actually. I love Kenyans. I have seen how they're responding to U.S. election. I saw somebody telling Trump. There's a picture of Trump calling Agwambo to hello Agwambo. Please send me contact of Chief Justice Maraga. And Agwambo says niko busy na BBI pigia Orengo. and then so on and so forth. He says Otiende has arrived. Just send ticket to Orengo. and then you can get Miguna. Miguna is easy. Is available hapo Vancouver atakuapisha. Anyway, a number of Kenyans love humor and they respond very nicely. And one thing that this thing should remind us with, of course, Kenyans, let's not forget BBI while all this is happening. Less BBI is covered while we are concentrating. Passed while we are concentrating in U.S. election. But this election should reveal to us how people vote around issues. Currently, the global community have gone protectionist. And I have seen how the pattern of how US have voted vis-a-vis the pattern of how British voted. British voted actually protectionism. They Brexited, and they are very concerned about their own welfare and their own economy. They've realized, as you were saying, my dear sister, that this other side of the world happen to have individuals who are very unique. If I was to describe a black person in biologically, the significance of a black person is much less, and the only challenge is how we got duped to be taught wrong history by those who control instead of admiring us positively, decided to hate us. And self-hate has been evident, and you've seen it's still captured even within our political systems. And these are the infrastructures that we need to overhaul and make sure that we have actual independence and freedom. And we rule ourselves according to our capacity. You can see the infiltration of our brothers within their ruling system because our potential is not stoppable. So if we can redefine ourselves, and that we discuss out, if you come to JFP on our portal, read about identity, you'll see a lot that we've covered about our history and our culture. And that is what also should have constituted the foundation of the model of the constitution we ought to be having. With this constitution we are discussing whether BBI or these other things, we are still discussing symptoms and signs. If we were to go to the actual root cause, then we'll even overhaul the model and acquire the right model which is relevant with who we are and our faith and our beliefs. And this should inform our election next time, Kenyans. May the national interest of your country drive you. These guys are driven by agenda. By the way, Trump, I didn't expect Trump to get this much votes. Based on the challenges he's made globally, you can see how he's still appealing to the state citizens. And there are those who actually are dying for him. You can see they're out in the streets. And though my brother has already sent some censures for US, but you can see that they have something that they are standing for as a nation, and so should Kenya, and so should Africa. Actually, my sister, just to add value to what you are saying, Africa is already great. Africa is not rising. That is a pseudo aspiration, the inspiration they give us, because the resources that this is feeding the world economy is African resources. And then even the brains, if you go historically, the content of knowledge and invention that is feeding the global community is African. We are just captive of bad leadership. And this is what we have to overcome. And this is why this forums like this should sensitize Kenyan citizens to rise up to the occasion and take back their power. And our power lies with voting. We delegate it to elective offices during the electoral process. So if we take back that power, I assure you, Kenyan, this shining and being great or rising that they're talking about. We were great and we will always remain great. We just need to show them that here we have arrived. And Justice and Freedom Party is ready and we are willing to make this happen.